Oh, yeah. We're missing somebody.
There
There
we
we
go.
go. All
Now
right. Here we all are. It's Friday night. That can only mean one thing. It's time for Decibel Geek TV. It's time for Friday Night Live. If you guys are joining us, whether it's on the Facebook or on the YouTube, join us. Get in on the conversation. We got fun guests tonight. I'm Aaron Camaro, joined as always by my co-host on the Decibel Geek podcast, Chris Sinzak, and the man who runs Decibel Geek TV, Rockin' Ron Runyon. What's going on, brothers?
Welcome to FAF.
You'll get that right one of these days.
That's how it's said, right?
I think that's how it's spelled.
Yeah. That's for you, Mighty K.
Very cool. Very cool. It's been a long, cold week here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a long, cold week every week in Denver, Colorado. So I know big part of the country froze in this week, but man, we got through it. And everything, at least here in Nashville, I got to imagine by the end of the weekend is going to be gone because that's how Nashville does here in Tennessee. So, we'll thaw out together. We'll have some fun tonight. Like I said, we got a special guest, one of Decibel Geek's very favorite bands, Dawn of the Rising. We got Iggy and Ray joining us right here tonight a little bit later on. And got all kinds of fun stuff going on, right?
Yeah. And it'll be everything's going to freeze over the week, or going to melt over the weekend, and then it'll be 60 something next week because Nashville is like the most schizophrenic weather in this time of year.
That's funny. That's exactly what it's calling for. 60s next week.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
I made 2 trips out this week, and it's been an adventure both times, just sliding all over the fucking neighborhood trying to get out.
Yeah. And I realized I live on the most neglected street in Nashville. When I finally got the Camaro up out of the driveway today, I'm on an uphill driveway and then it's all ice. But today I had to go. There was no way around it. I had to go to work today. So it's been 2 years since we've been living here. We haven't had a snowstorm real bad. This was the first one that was ice like this since we've been living here. And I go and look in the shed, and all I got is like rakes and hose.
You got hose in your shed?
What was that?
No, the hoe turned out to be the most useful thing because I was able to get out there, and I learned if you chip a little bit and you can get the hoe up underneath the ice, then you can pop it up and grab a chunk and toss it, and that's what I did. And I cleared the whole end of the driveway. I was able to get up out of there. But yeah, crazy weather, hard driving, all that. I'm glad to be home on a Friday night hanging out with my buddies.
Yeah, well, there's nothing more useful than a hoe. That's really good.
Right, sure came in handy today.
Yeah, I trying to picture. Aaron does actually drive a Camaro, and driving a Camaro in these conditions is probably not optimal.
It can be fun.
Yeah.
As I found out on my way home today.
Yeah. I've got there's 3 foot long icicles hanging off the front of my house right now when you walk outside. So I want to make sure I'm not underneath one of those.
I was gonna say don't stand underneath it and gaze up at its beauty.
Right.
Why don't you let Chris use one of your hose?
Yeah, you come on over, pick it up.
I don't think my wife's gonna let me use one of your hose. As tempting as that sounds.
Yeah. Well, I offer.
Yeah, I could see telling my wife, Aaron's sending a hose over for me. Sending a hoe over.
She'd say, I don't care as long as they clean the driveway. Who cares? Right. Send them on.
Oh shit!
Just don't let her see you in that Decibel Geek T-shirt.
That's right.
Right.
Precautions.
So I know that we had some good feedback to the best first episode we put out this week.
It was fun. That was a fun one. I enjoyed that.
No, I think Ron mentioned he might have a problem with some of our choices or lack thereof.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the choices. There was a few of them that you didn't mention that.
Here we go again with the Triumph.
Bring up for tonight. No, I really wanted to do Triumph, but
their better stuff came later.
So they were in the what'd you call it? The no.
That's the no. No. There was yes, maybe, no, and hell no.
Yeah.
I do got a couple that you might think are maybes.
Okay.
But then I got a few others that hopefully you'll agree with. But
okay, well, what we miss?
we'll
Give us the for sure's, the ones that you know for sure that you are we doing this now or later?
I wanted to do it later because
okay, we can do it later. Well,
figured,
whatever. Ron, if you want to just keep it bottled up inside for a little while later, that's good. I hear that's good for you.
Well,
yeah, I want to keep everybody in
suspense.
Suspense, yeah.
Damn it! I wanted to have fun with Dawn of the Rising, and now I'm just gonna be here stressing the whole time. What was it? What was it? Damn it! Foreigner's Head Games is better. Ah.
Somebody brought up one that I don't. Wait, actually, I think, and I'm looking in the area in the brand. I'm gonna shut
up. Quit cheating. Quit cheating.
There's something else I wanted to talk about that occurred this week that I thought was kind of entertaining and interesting. So the Star Child himself, Paul Stanley, decided to kind of go after one of our friends this week. For quote unquote trolling him. Well, let's be honest. It's straight up trolling.
I already know who you're talking about.
So it's a friend of ours named
Tim.
I have
a good idea too. Yeah.
It's a friend of ours named Tim who
Tim, yeah.
He's kind of gone to battle with Paul over the last, few months about Paul being a, lip syncing in concert and stuff, and he was he's created this account called Sinkin'
You'll
Stanley.
have to wait and see, Todd.
Yeah, he's created this account called Sinkin' Stanley, and it's got Paul Stanley's face like superimposed over the Tiger King's face.
Sinkin' is in lip syncing.
Lip syncing.
Right, yeah.
And
he's Tim's a big contributor to my favorite Ace Frehley group.
Oh yeah. Tim's a big Ace Frehley fan.
Hell yeah, he is.
And I wanted to bring this up because this kind of relates to Aaron and I a little bit, because a few years ago we had our little run-in with Paul Stanley on Twitter a few years ago. So
what was that for?
Yeah, we interviewed Gary Corbett, and Gary was very forthcoming about Eric Carr's poor treatment on the Hot in the Shade tour, and we didn't share this with Paul, but like one of our listeners did. They shared the link on a tweet, and they tagged Paul and Gene on it and said, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons don't come off well in this interview with Gary Corbett.
That's right.
And instead of just ignoring it or blocking it or whatever, Paul decides to retweet it with the link to his 50,000 followers at the time, and with the caption of a podcast. Oh no!
Right? Yeah.
So that wound up being.
In reality, he was trying to just be like whatever, stupid podcast. Right. But what he had actually done was helped us immensely.
Right. It was like the greatest advertising we could have gotten. The numbers just went fucking through the roof for that episode because he shared it. They were
here. Paul tweeted, gone.
Yeah. So we got like tons of attention because of him retweeting that link.
That's like when Tipper Gore tried to put the labels on and censor everybody. Then all the bands came out and said they would go back and put a few F-bombs on their albums just because if they had the sticker on there, they sold 1 million more copies.
Oh, I would buy albums purely because of the sticker. I didn't even know who the band was. Like,
that's where it said.
Yeah, if you had to choose between two, I'd go like, I'll go with the one with the swear words.
So our friend Tim, he got caught in the crossfire, and like Paul Stanley's got this Soul Station project out that he's doing, and Tim has rebranded it Stool Station.
Yeah.
And made fun of it a lot, and so then Paul Stanley made a tweet about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees, and Tim called him out on it and said basically, oh, since you guys are in now you suddenly care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, because before it was like, screw the Hall of Fame.
And then Paul Stanley tweeted this: we know who you are, Tim. We know your accounts. You can't hide anymore. How about we post your name, your wife's name, your business, and your phone number? What? 49 years old and about to have your lawn turned upside down. And then he said nobody should be able to hide in anonymity behind the internet to mock or spread untruths. It's the coward's way. Point made. Now let's move on. And
grumpy old man much?
Well, my point is this. Aaron. My point is this. What Tim is doing is trolling, and I get why Paul would be upset by it. That's fine. It's human nature. Nobody likes to be criticized.
But it's satire, It's satire and it's humor,
Right. But you should just block and move on, because basically what he did was he he brought so much attention to it now. Now there's tons of people all over the internet calling it Stool Station. So it's like the worst thing you can do is feed into that.
Right, really, truly.
Because all you're doing is giving it attention.
If it bothers you, just block it, just choose not to see that no more, and then it doesn't exist.
And if you wondered if Tim was going to like back off after, he got his little warning, no, this was today. So Paul tweeted, sorry, that Stool Station song wasn't supposed to be released till March 5th. Somebody had put it up and I followed. Hope you enjoyed the sneak peek. And then Sinkin' Stanley says, so you're saying Stool Station leaked? You should call a plumber.
Tell me about it.
So
it is funny, and you're a public figure. You can't. I don't think you can stop that.
People are going to make fun of you either way. I mean, it's just that's.
But
part
to
of it.
say I'm going to share your wife's name and your work number and all that, that's a little far, man.
Yeah,
that's
threatening
not really cool.
Threatening to dox the guy is a bit much. I think that's going a little over the line. He should have just blocked and moved on because, like I said, he just drew that much more attention to it.
You can't tell me not at least one thing that Tim has posted over the years hasn't made Paul Stanley chuckle at least a little bit. I mean, some of that stuff is pretty damn funny. Super funny.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I just thought it was interesting to see, usually he needs to let somebody else handle his social media because I think he probably regrets doing that because, that's a bit much.
Yeah, well, at least you could have shared his links to his memes and stuff. That would have been like you did for us. We appreciate that, Paul. We still do all these years later.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing. The number one rule with the internet, you're going to get trolls no matter what. You're going to get people that are putting you down or saying something stupid. And you block them and go on or ignore it or whatever. Right. But if you engage with them, that's fun for them. So then it's 10 times worse and you'll never win.
And besides that, what are you going to do? Find out where a person lives and go show up in their front yard and be like, all right, come say it now. You could be flying across the country to the people that talk smack about you. You can't do it. You might as well just ignore it. If it bothers you that much, just ignore it. And let this dude have fun doing what he's doing because he entertains a lot of people with his funny memes.
Well, I mean, you guys know how we feel about the whole lip syncing thing. I mean, that's right.
And we're huge Kiss fans, but that doesn't mean we can't laugh at the band for some of the silly stuff they've done and do. Yeah.
Paul's not inviting us over for dinner anytime soon. We're allowed to not like something. I saw Baco make that post earlier today to somebody else. It's like you don't have to love everything. You're allowed to say what you don't like.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
What, rock and roll?
All right. I'm gonna bring this up now. I seen a thing going around that said scientifically proved, according to data or whatever, that the top 10 worst bands or most hated bands on the internet. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you guys seen any of this.
Yeah, I got tagged in the post.
Yeah, I never seen it
because you know who number one is.
It's gotta be Kiss, right?
No,
no,
Kiss,
Chris.
Except for cool people.
We won't say what number one is yet because it's sure to upset Chris.
It's Dave Matthews.
No, actually, Dave Matthews is number 10.
Really? Wow. Okay. All right. How about Counting Crows?
Nope, that's not on here.
No, U2?
But unfortunately, number 9 is Kiss. They're saying Kiss is the number 9 most hated band.
You just got to be a special person to be a Kiss fan. Most people don't get it. Yeah, that's right.
So number, we'll see if you guys agree with these. So number 8 is Radiohead.
Yeah, I put Radiohead up there.
I don't know that I hate them. I just don't really care about them.
Number 7 is Fish.
I can't stand
Fish kind of sucks.
Number 6 is Bob Dylan.
Yeah, see, I put Bob Dylan on that list too. I never understood the draw with Bob Dylan. I guess you had to be there.
He's overrated for sure.
I can't do Bob Dylan.
So
nobody even does cool Bob Dylan covers.
Well, Hendrix did pretty good with All Along the Watchtower.
Okay, well, there's that one.
I've actually heard Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses was Bob. So they can do good Bob Dylan covers.
Hootie and the Blowfish did.
Bob Dylan can't do a good
Hootie
song.
and the Blowfish is probably next on the list.
Yeah, they should be, but they're not. So number 5 is Mumford and Sons.
I guess they do
really
kind of suck.
I haven't even really heard about them in like 5 years. Are they really even a thing?
I know they like got super popular and then disappeared.
I know what's number 1. Yeah, I know it's number 1. I figured it out. I know it.
So number 4, you mentioned it, Aaron. U2.
Yeah, they do kind of suck.
U2 is the number 4 hated. So number 3 is Creed.
Yeah, they get a lot of hate for sure. I'm not a big Creed fan.
They haven't been around in 15 years, though.
Right.
I know.
But people still hate them.
Hate them.
When you think about those years, like the early 2000s, be like, yeah, early 2000s were pretty good, except for Creed.
Well, except for a lot of bands.
So number 2, which Chris will have a little disagreement with because I know he got defensive.
What was it?
Number 2 is Limp Bizkit.
Oh, now Limp Bizkit, great live band. First 3 records are good.
Not a big Limp Bizkit guy myself.
You can hate them if you want. I like them.
But I know number 1. It's got to be Chris's favorite band, right?
It is.
Juice Newton? I can't believe it. What an outrage.
No,
I'd really be pissed if that were the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know better.
Don't put down the juice.
No.
Nope.
Juice is loose.
Yeah.
The
That's
number
your new catchphrase. Don't put down the juice.
The number 1 band, which is Chris's favorite band. We'll put it right up there.
So stupid. I mean, I make a joke 10 years ago.
That's Chris standing behind the sign.
Oh, it's not me with the bad teeth right there. Okay, good.
No.
The problem is if you're going to protest something or you're going to do a sign, it actually doesn't help that you misspelled the band's name.
Is it? I didn't even know it was misspelled, so I guess you're a big fan, huh?
Well, I know how to spell nickel, believe it or not.
Well, he spelled Sinzak right. At least they got that.
It's a hell of a consolation.
Yeah, imagine that. You get Sinzak right, but you misspelled nickel.
You would have thought I made the sign, but I didn't.
I would say most of the bands on that list do suck, but I don't think Kiss should be on there. And yeah, that's about it. Most of the rest of them.
I agree with all of them, but Kiss, of course. But I can understand why there is this love-hate with Kiss, you know.
It's just so funny. I make a joke 10 years ago about Nickelback, for 5 episodes, and I haven't mentioned them since, and it still comes up. It's like, God damn, people.
It's not how long ago it was or, any of that. It's how ardent you were about your hatred for Nickelback in that period of your life.
I really did hate them back then, but now I don't really even give a shit.
The hatred was so strong it carries over. It'll never die. It'll always be funny.
But your love for Juice Newton will never die.
No, of course not. That's real love right there.
That's real love.
Just call me Angel.
Not
YouTube. Playing with the Queen of Hearts, man. Badass stuff. I'm married to a redhead. I love redheads. Give me a break.
Was she a redhead?
Yeah, Juice Newton was a redhead.
Okay.
Well, still is a redhead. She's not dead, I don't think.
Things you learn on Decibel Geek TV.
All right.
No, I'm still trying to track her down because we're going to bring her to Rockin' Pod.
That'd be awesome.
The most out of place guest at Rockin' Pod ever. Juice Newton.
We'll finally we get Juice Newton, we get Nickelback, we can finally do that Chris Sinzak. This is your life.
Yeah, no shit. Like the Juice Newton autograph table will just be me standing there
the whole day, never leaving. Hey, Chris, this thing's falling apart. Yeah. I'm talking to Juice right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
too funny.
Okay, so that's all I got, guys. But or for
Ready to
now.
bring our
Because I
guest
know
on the show?
our guests are waiting, and of course Chris is not keeping up on the comments here.
Oh, I thought you
Well,
were doing that.
I don't even see
Well,
any.
because I'm doing my thing with the whole, I can't do a whole segment here on the worst bands and
Imagine,
you're gonna have
Imagine
to-
Dragons.
oh,
or
Imagine
Aaron,
Dragons is a good
Oh.
one. Yeah.
Aaron calls them Imagination Dragons.
I was gonna say, I think that's misspelled too.
Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh.
Outrage! Just her tip the table over. Oh shit!
Ron never puts down the juice.
Never put the juice down.
That's a T-shirt right there, Ron. Rock and Ron, Decibel Geek TV. Never put down the juice.
Boy, that's fucking true. Everything does live on forever in the internet. That's
true.
Juice
Especially
Newton
when you
can't
do a podcast with a couple of friends that refuse to let a joke die.
Yep. Queen of Hearts can do a cover of Ace of Spades.
Especially when you sing Kiss at a concert that goes on the news.
Yeah.
Juice Newton and Kim Carnes. Yeah, same era.
Mm-hmm.
Betty Davis Eyes. She lives here in Nashville, actually.
Yeah. Should get her to come to Rockin' Pod.
Yeah, why not? His vision is blurred by Juice Newton. That's why he can't keep up. Yeah, okay. All right, we're caught up on the smart ass comments. Let's bring our guests in.
Chris be over at Kim Carnes' table all day, and she be going, "Why is he? I'm not Juice Newton."
I just want to say though, you guys play that 9 News clip all the time of me singing in front of it at the thing. Okay, here we go.
I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
Depressed.
That doesn't mean we got to do it again and again.
Well,
and again.
And again.
I was really wanting to have somebody else that was singing a Kiss song that I could put on here so that we can replace that.
Okay.
And I finally found it. Here it is. Yeah.
Oh man, my throat hurts just thinking about it. That's what hosting a live event that goes on all day long, and as soon as it's over, and you've been screaming in the microphone all day, somebody grabs you and says, "Get on stage and sing a song." That's how that shit goes. That's the internet lives forever.
The problem is that still
sounded way better in my mind.
That still
I want you to know I had nothing to do with that, Aaron.
I know you had to leave.
At least you got the band behind you. You got some music,
I had nothing to do with that being put into the show tonight. I'm just telling you that.
No, that's on
Ron,
me.
I told Ron you're going to be mad.
Great band. Yep, that was my Rockin' Pod band. We fucking killed it. It was awesome.
I need somebody else to feel the pain here, guys. Can't have you making fun of me all the time.
We'll just sneak a recorder into Chris's bathroom next time he's taking a shower, and we'll record him singing Shandy.
Of all the songs you picked, Shandy, God,
it's a good shower song. Forever, say goodnight and go.
Now he's given too much information.
There you
here.
go. Oh,
nobody wants to have that visual, but
how do you know that's a good shower song?
Yeah, joke is over.
Never.
Oh, you're gonna start a band with Mighty K.
Yeah, we're gonna be the greatest. You're gonna play us on the. We're gonna be so good. You're gonna want to play us on Smash or Trash.
That was Baco next to you on stage, right?
Yeah, Baco helped me out. BJ Kahuna. Oh, who else was? What?
Ages of Rock guys, were they part of that?
Alan Tate and what the hell?
Should we play the clip again so we can remind ourselves?
We had him on the show not too long ago. He put together the whole damn thing. Yeah, so it was Jody Have Not.
Jody Have Not.
BJ Cramp too, and Lee McCormick on drums.
Yes,
okay.
that's right.
Lee on
McCormick.
drums.
I got brain freeze or something. Too much ice in the air. Yeah, and of course, can't forget Lonely microphone stand number 2. Because I had no one to back me up. Because I had no idea BJ wasn't going to back me up. Otherwise, I'd have slid that microphone right over to Baco, and he'd have sung backups with me. But I was like, "Where's my backups?" And I turned and look, and BJ's just rocking, and the microphone's sitting right in front of him by himself. I didn't have the wherewithal to grab the mic and throw it over to Baco. He was rocking too, so.
But hey, that tells you how much fun we have at Rockin' Pod.
Yeah,
that's just a taste of it.
Are we going to be able to do something like that again someday?
Well, we can do it. We can do an acoustic thing at the hotel, but I can't do a full electric thing.
Oh, great! Just what everyone wants to see. Me and Chris Sinzak doing more than words.
Hey, let's do it. I'll get a couple of stools, and then we'll have Stool Station perform.
We're not doing none of that.
Yeah, do Ooh Child.
Ooh, child, and put tons of auto tune on it.
Yeah.
All right. We've made our guests wait for too long.
Yeah, really.
Nonsense. They've been back here the whole time.
They're falling asleep here backstage, tearing up our backstage.
All right, Aaron, you want to do the proper intro? You're better at this than the rest of us all.
Shoot, yeah. This is a band that a while back, I guess it's been a couple of years now, there's been some good mutual love between the Decibel Geek podcast and the band Dawn of the Rising from Arizona. And they had, messaged us and liked the page and got in on the conversation and said, "Hey, check out our band." And we said, "Yeah, sure, we'll check out the band." And then we did. We're like, "Holy shit, this is an awesome band," And so then we correspond with them back and forth. Next thing we know, Ray Kuhn is wearing a Decibel Geek t-shirt in a music video that they made. And we were like, holy crap, this is amazing. It makes us love them even more. Even more than that, they come out with an EP last year that was just unbelievably good. The songs on it, there's 4 songs, and all 4 of them are just killer. And so they gave us that too, and we played it on the show, and everybody loved it. Everybody dug it. We're finally getting the opportunity to spend a little time with them. So please welcome. Ron, you got a video or something?
No, I didn't. Okay. I wasn't able to get a video.
Just wanted to check, because last time I introduced and you were like, wait, I got a video. So I wanted to make sure you didn't have a video. Right now.
Oh, now he freezes up on us.
Huh? He froze up for a second.
All right.
Oh, I did? Okay,
calm down a second.
Right here on.
There we go.
Right here on Decibel Geek TV, Friday Night Live, Dawn of the Rising. Ray and Iggy, please welcome.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I don't want to tear up the backstage.
Hey, guys.
Nice. Awesome. What's going on, brothers? How you doing tonight?
Hey, how
doing
you
awesome.
Doing?
Thanks for having us on.
Shit, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. And you guys are in Arizona?
Yes.
All right.
That's correct.
Sony's.
You got ice there?
Not yet, but it's cold.
Yeah.
In the mountains. In the mountains. We live in the furnace.
Yeah. Very cool.
Sounds pretty nice right now.
Yeah, it was 80 degrees when I came home from work.
Oh, fuck you, Ray.
My skateboard, my Ray-Bans, I was like, what's up? No, just kidding.
So I'm curious, how did you guys find the Decibel Geek podcast to start with?
Okay. All right, this is can I say other people's names on here? Like,
Sure.
Famous people? Like, okay. Well, I used to listen to, I still do, Eddie Trump podcast, right? And you know how when you have a favorte podcast, and I was
not that name. You can't say that one.
Oh, you're going to get us sued.
No, I'm sorry. But anyway, it's because of him.
Yeah,
It's
don't
because
mention
of him.
Paul Stanley or Stool Station.
Okay, I promise. It was I got caught up with all the episodes or whatever, because I'm always looking. I'm a fan of rock first. I'm a singer, of course, but I'm a fan of metal. That's how I became a singer in the first place in the early 80s. Me and all my friends, we were metalheads back in the day, rockers in school. Well, I've always been a fan, and so I keep up on my bands that I love, through rockin' podcasts like yourselves, and you guys doing Rockin' Pod is just so fucking dope, man. To keep rock and roll alive, and I appreciate that 100%. But we'll get to that, right?
Thanks, man.
Anyways, I got not burned out. Wrong word. I ran out of episodes from Eddie Trunk like 5 years ago or whatever it was, and I worked at the Marriott. I think I've messaged you, Aaron, a couple times when I was hitting you up. Yo, check my band out. But I listened to you guys
with the shameless plugs there, Toomey.
Yeah, and I would walk the floors at night, and I would listen to your podcast, and getting caught up because you had so many behind that I was just listening to them all because I worked overnights, room service at the Sheraton Grand, and it's a 5-star resort, and nobody works that night. I work by myself. I walk these halls, 500 rooms. I'm listening to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I got to kind of know you guys without even knowing you guys. And I dug the show, of course, because it's fun. You guys have a good time, and all my favorite bands. And when you start making fun of any, that was cool. No, I mean, I was on board too when you guys were, before that all happened or whatever. When we all wanted Vinny to come back and kick fucking ass, and we all wanted it for him fucking bad. We really did. I was one of them, and then I listened to that whole thing through that whole time. You know what I'm saying?
The whole saga.
Yeah, exactly. And it was funny, man. And I had a good time, listening. And then you guys had the Rockin' Pod, and he got the room down the way. I listened to it all. You know what I'm saying? And
cool.
so, basically just became a fan, listening to you guys every night at work, walking the halls, and that's how I learn songs and write songs as well. I put songs in my headphones, and then I go to work. You know what I mean? But that's how I became a fan of Decibel Geek, and I reached out to you because you guys are really cool dudes, and I thought, you know what, these cats, if anybody has a shot, they'll like our music, hopefully, and so I gave it a shot, and I know the first record was there and boom, gone, but now Iggy's here, and the demo's here, and that's what fucking matters.
Nice.
And now, Iggy, are you on the other side of this? Like, kind of like, who the fuck are these Decibel Geek guys you keep talking about?
Well, actually, I knew Decibel Geek, even though that I was telling Ron a while ago, I used to listen a while ago regarding the ratings that you give to the albums, and I went like, okay, they say that the album is a piece of shit. And I ain't buying, not even wasting my time listening to that album. Oh, the album's good? Okay, I may get it and listen to it. So even though I knew about Decibel Geek a few years back, and when I moved into Arizona and I started talking with Ray about, our taste in music and stuff, and he mentioned Decibel Geek, I went like, oh shit, you listen to them too? And that's cool. And here it's easier for me to listen to you guys. So it's been like, okay, I've been hooked up and listening to your reviews and stuff and your smash or trash thing going on. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do some of that later.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Right on. So I hear you guys got some good news, right? You got some good news, some new music coming our way soon, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're about to drop a single very soon called One Step, and also a music video to follow that, to give all our fans, friends, and loved ones some new material to chew on while we finish the full-length album, Downed by Law. And I believe I gave you guys the album cover already, which will be the debut. Nobody's ever seen it besides the band and you guys. Bam!
Yeah,
there it is.
Thank you. Hell yeah. Doesn't that look dope? I think it is. It's basic, but it's like, in your face.
Yeah, it's cool, but I like it. It's not too overwhelming. It is what it is, but it's got that toughness to it,
Yeah, exactly. And the way things are today, and how the pandemic is, and how everything relating to that is a lot tougher for everyone, and people are just getting irritated and angry all the time. It's kind of like geared towards that not like angry, everything, of course, but today's times basically and how things are and politics and whatnot. We won't even get into that, but I figure it was fitting. We're all, it seems like little by little, our rights are being taken away. I mean, I know hopefully someday this is, gonna lighten up, I hope. But right now, we're all wrenched down. I know we have to be safe. And yeah, everyone, please be safe. Wear your masks, social distancing. I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm saying, it feels like the way things are, we're kind of wrenched down. So it's a little tense, Yeah. So when you write music, you try to let it out, the COVID syndrome.
Sure.
besides the disease itself, you get locked in a cage, and now you know exactly how those animals feel in the zoo. You're like, I want out. Especially when you want to play live. And I'm speaking for every musician right now. We want to play big shows. We don't want to be stuffed in a room. That's what we're here for, to entertain. And that's been taken away from us. So being a rock and roll rebel, I kind of wrote a few songs that we did, Dawn of the Rising. We wrote, but the single will be out, One Step, and the album will follow, and you guys will be, the first to have it. You know that.
Nice.
And
Cool.
the video will follow. And can I give one more shameless plug to the guy that does our videos?
Of course.
Brandon Kruziniak at the Library Studios in Peoria, Arizona. That's where we get all our videos and audio. And he's a dope dude. You guys love the video, right? With the shirt?
Yeah,
of course.
That was amazing. That's what I was going to say about your videos. It's like you can tell, they're self-made, but the production and the quality of it is so good. I mean, you could put that on MTV if there was such a thing, And
I know, man. Thank you, dude.
And
it's due to Brandon.
And that goes the same with the EP. The production on that was top notch, man. Top notch.
And we recorded that with Brandon as well.
Yeah.
Is in the Library Studios. He does the audio and video. He's a one-stop shop and badass.
Right on.
That's awesome.
Does he do live streams? Maybe we need to get him on here.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I can get you his number. I promise I'll get you his number.
We're looking for a new producer.
Yeah.
Always.
Very cool.
Yeah, totally. And hey, Aaron, man, I love that live feed of you singing Kiss. That was dope.
Shandy in the shower.
Oh boy, no, we don't need that.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about Rocket Pod. Yeah, man, that was so much fun.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're live, when you were singing live with the band, dude. I thought that was cool as hell.
Right
That's
on,
one of the other things. I was like, see, these dudes are so fucking cool, man. You gotta support that. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I told Iggy, I'm gonna scratch and claw if the band comes or not. I'll show up on a fucking Greyhound to the Rockin' Pod.
Oh, cool, man. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, we would love to be there. I mean, absolutely.
Because every year I'm like I was telling Ron, I'm like, I hear about it on your shows, and I'm like, damn, I wish I was there.
Yeah.
And I can hear Aaron having a good fucking time, you having a good time, but Chris, you run around a lot. I get it.
Yeah, I
get that. And Ron, you have a good time always, right?
Always.
Yeah. Photos prove it.
Ron's
man.
Ron's busy filming people in compromising positions every year.
Yep. Well, that's why Aaron's there. He has fun for all of you.
He does.
I do.
At the end of the day, I mean, it's all fun and games. This is what unites us. I mean, we gotta have fun. Us as musicians, the fans, anybody, this is for fun. We enjoy what we do, and the idea is to also have the people enjoy while they're there. We got a lot of bullshit already going on in our lives. This is like our time to have fun, enjoy it.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
our shot to disconnect or unplug all the shit that goes on in our lives. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you know, we do the podcast for the same reason as you guys probably do the band. Like, keeps you sane. You know, you gotta have some sort of an escape. You know, outside
Absolutely.
of street drugs and everything. But yeah, you gotta have an escape.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's all I
stay
think.
away from drugs.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking around.
No, I know, dude. I know.
Just
Too
the
late.
just the ones that'll kill you. That's the main.
Right.
I think it's all part of the love of keeping it alive, man. You know, same thing. You know, we talk about on the show all the time. You know, everybody says, you know, it was the thing for a while. Is, oh, rock's dead. You know, it ain't coming back. It got killed. Gene Simmons even said it. But you guys are out there proving it, and us and our listeners, we're proving it too. You know, we're showing the world that, you know, this music is still valuable and people still love it, and it really hasn't gone anywhere. It just takes the right people to pay attention to it and say, hey, this is still going on over here. Just because the rest of the world wants to ignore it and act like it went somewhere, it didn't go anywhere. It's still here. So we're all still, you guys creating it and us helping spread the word about it, you know, and it makes the rock and roll world go around.
Exactly. And I think that's how, when we first started communicating, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
You know, I was thanking you guys how, you know, keeping it alive, like, because for me, like I said, a fan, there isn't too many shows for us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There is now, kind of,
Right.
you know, because of basically because of you guys too, you and others like you that started these things. Now they're growing again.
Yeah.
The seed has been planted, and it's good to see that, because we need that in the rock and roll heavy metal community. It can't be like hating each other, because to keep alive, how are we going to compete with these young DJs stealing all our stage shows and all the money? You know what I mean?
Right.
We got to bring it back and take the gobos, and, you know, the lights back. I mean, the LEDs are ours.
If you look at things at the end of the day, I mean, rock and roll will always be there. The rest of the music is like fashion.
True.
It may do a loud impression. It may last a couple years and it will fade away. But what's the only thing that actually stays there? It's rock.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
never
a fact.
going away.
Exactly.
It's got its ebbs and flows.
You can hear different types of music, and I don't want to get really into it, but I mean, there's this hype for whatever type of music going on. All of a sudden, it disappears. But at the end of the day, who's really behind and who's really there? Rock.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's
well, if it wasn't for Pantera, man, kept us alive through the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They kicked ass straight right through it. Like, I was like, thank God for Pantera. You know, there were a few good bands. I mean, I'm not hating on everybody. Soundgarden. I mean, Chris could sing. He's badass. Alice in Chains, totally. But they're technically 80s, but they were 90s.
Metallica.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Metallica too, but they were 80s. To me, I don't care. You know, the first albums are the first albums, and they were great. And so that cut them etched in time forever, obviously. You know, but Pantera kind of rose at the end of the 80s and plowed through the 90s when everyone else got smashed by, you know, Smashing Pumpkins.
Kristen said it there. Long live rock.
But yeah, like Pantera was like an interesting, you know, study, because like, you know, they just, instead of like most bands getting softer and more radio friendly as they went on, they're like, fuck you, we're going to go harder on every record. And, I mean, and it didn't really hurt them at all.
Exactly. I mean, it's a funny story, because when they started, they were a glam band, and all of a sudden they just turned out to be badasses, and basically people knew Pantera of what Pantera was back in the late 90s, but nobody knew about them, about being a glam band. So
dude, how many of you have seen them live in person?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Chris. Oh, okay. So everyone, right? I did staging for all my life, audio, lighting, staging, you know, backline, whatever. But I did a Pantera show at Mesa Amphitheater with Soulfly and Pantera And oh my God, I never seen a concert like that in my life. Like in between, I was actually in between the barricade and the stage right in front of Dimebag. And I was actually, East staff security was like, hey man, during the show, you're cut until 10 p.m. call backstage, to work. Mm-hmm. So the security, I was double dipping. So I worked the barricade and put on a yellow shirt, and you catch all the kids that fly over and you pass them down the line to go back around and mosh and come over again. Yeah. And I got that, and I was right in front of Dimebag, man. And I swear to God, he put his knee on my shoulder, did a solo over into the crowd, and I'm like, this is fucking Dimebag on my back. Holy That's shit, wild. And then at the end of the show, there was a fan too that came over, and I caught him, and I caught a Doc Martin right in the collarbone coming down. Bam! Oh, I was like, and I pushed the dude down, and then Dimebag's, personal security guy, I think he got shot when he did. I'm not sure, but that guy ran out, said, you can't hurt the fans, man. You can't hurt them. I said, dude, he kicked me in the neck. You know what I mean? He's like, you still can't hurt him. So I picked him up and handed him down. I was like, cool, man. Okay, dude. And then he went back. But after the show, Dimebag came up to me. He gave me the rest of his beer and a solo cup. And in the other solo cup, he said, take a handful of picks, man. And I took some, and I gave them out to the little girls that were getting smashed on the barricade from all the people, Yeah. And Soulfly was like, that's another one at that show that, like, I was like, holy shit. Yeah. It was just incredible how powerful those bands were at that time.
I see what David is writing there.
Oh man, we're having some technical issues here.
Oh, that's okay.
I see what David wrote there.
Iggy's coming in and out here. Uh-oh.
Are we all right?
He's frozen up. I can't even hear him anymore.
Uh-oh. Iggy, plug your laptop in.
Snap out of it, Iggy.
He's frozen in time.
Oh, man. He told me he was a time traveler, but I didn't realize it till now.
But no, it'd be like Pantera. Like, that was... And there's a video on YouTube of right before Vulgar came out of them playing at a club in Hollywood. And it was kind of before they really hit really, really big. And it's like one of the greatest live performances you'll ever see. Like, and they were an untouchable band back in those days. They were just,
oh man,
you couldn't top
it. It was unreal. It was unreal how powerful it was. Like, it was super amazing. Like, you felt it live. You're like, yep. Holy shit, there was something special. Like, it was, like I said, that's why I said, have anybody seen live? Because I mean, there's a difference. It's still badass on YouTube. Don't get me wrong. And all these kids today, please enjoy it, because that's what it's there for. But when you were live, it was magic. You could feel it. It was so powerful, and that's what you knew. That's I was already a singer a long time ago, but it gave me even more drive to keep metal, because at that time it was doubtful, man. I started to listen to other things because metal was just like gone, Even Scorpions were writing like crazy albums that I was like, this ain't the Scorpions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just trying to fit in. I'm not blaming them. You know what I mean? Everybody was trying to fit in after that. You kind of like got caught with your pants down. You were like, what do I do now? You know what I mean? But they kept it going, dude, and they gave me hope, and I stuck in, and then 2000s metal sure as shit came back.
Yeah, for real. Looks like Iggy's trying to rejoin. Let's try to bring him back in here real quick.
Yeah.
I think you're back now.
There
you are.
All right.
Another smoke?
You were saying...
Oh, actually, there was a small flicker there with the connection. I lost you all, guys. But I saw David's comment regarding the Pantera concert back in Puerto Rico, and he's right. I mean, we saw the concert together, and I got proof of evidence. But the only thing is, I didn't get Dimebag's pick. I got Rex, which is good too.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Let me show it. Let me brag about it.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
I got my Pantera pass right there, but I can't show it because it's on the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm on a computer.
Right
Tight.
on.
That's awesome.
Very
Too
cool. I remember seeing Pantera at Ozfest in '97 and being completely blown away. And when they were done, I was like, nobody's going to top that. And nobody did. And nobody did.
I would like play like I've got the flu or some shit.
Rico, if I'm not wrong, I think it was back in 1993 or 94. Actually, and it was a pretty good show. I mean, they kicked ass back in Puerto
Thank you.
Rico at that concert.
Hell yeah. That's one thing I don't think I've ever heard anybody ever say. I seen Pantera live and they sucked.
Well, they did
really?
a good show.
I've never heard that sentence ever spoken aloud before that moment.
I don't think he would be alive like for 3 seconds after that. He would get pummeled.
But I've never heard anybody say that.
Now I
Just
saw
like if you go to a Slayer concert, you better be yelling Slayer.
Oh, Slayer right here.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you gotta like when whoever's playing with Slayer, it's Slayer. That's it, you know.
Exactly.
You see what Minkus is saying. Now I will attest to that. I saw them on the Great Southern Trendkill tour, and Phil was an absolute wreck through the whole show.
Yeah, I forgot about those days.
He was doing
this was before that. This was
but
before that when I saw him.
he was doing.
I'm talking about Prime.
He was doing like 5-minute speeches in between songs, and it was like,
Oh,
I even looked at my friend. I'm like, "Well, you shut the fuck up and play the next song. Come on, man. They were still great."
What
it
year
was
was that, Chris? What year was that?
Oh, what year was that? 96,
96,
97 or
97?
something.
Yeah, those were the years where.
Yeah,
he was a wreck, but the rest of the band was just killing it, though. I mean, they were great still, but he was like, even the band members were looking at him like, "Would you shut the fuck up, dude?"
Yeah, he had his years where he had a downfall, and it was, I think, mid or late 90s when he started going like.
Yeah. I mean, still a great show though. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but yeah, he was a little bit of a mess. Oh yeah, let's talk about your hat, Ray. Where'd you get that?
Oh, this Iron Maiden beanie?
He stole it from an old lady crossing the street, man. That story.
She was wearing a mini skirt and this beanie, and that's it. No, just kidding.
Yeah, old lady with an old walker with tennis balls on it on the foots.
Well, that's factual now.
Yeah, man. Bad, Ray, bad.
I know. I'm horrible.
This is a pretty cool hat, though.
I like it. That's
Thanks,
cool.
you guys, dude. Hell yeah, Iron Maiden.
So what can you tell us more about the upcoming record? Like, what can people expect that's going to be coming on it?
Well, it's really versatile. We have like one step, man. I want to show you guys, but I still have one step left. But it's a good variety of rock. Like what would I say, like, for variety wise, it's a little heavier edged, but it also has like anthem rock in there, kind of from our buddy Ace Frehley style, kind of, but kind of mixed with
oh, that's the way to kiss Aaron's ass right there.
I like it already.
Yeah. No,
now, if it's got some Juice Newton in there, then we'll both like it.
Ron don't fuck around. He tells it like it is.
Way to know your audience, Ray.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no. But no, for real though, we have a song called it was Rock and Roll Soldiers, but now it's just Soldiers. But I just gave the chorus away anyway. But it's an anthem song, and it's kind of powerful, but not heavy and fat. Well, it's heavy. But you know what I mean? It's slow. It's not slow, but it's like got a groove. It's hard to explain. That's why I say anthem.
It's not a fast pace like a thrash metal song or anything like that. No,
Right.
it's a heavy song, but it will kick in.
Yeah.
It's not about
Yeah.
a DeLorean crash, is it?
No,
No.
no.
Oh,
I'm just thinking
I-
rock soldiers. You know?
No, we
Chris,
took those
Chris-
lyrics out.
Chris, don't give away Ray's Crash Stones.
Right.
That's funny. But that's what I like about you guys too, is because you wear your influences on your sleeve, especially that last EP that came out. I mean, it really shows on there all the different places this band comes from and how you guys are able to merge that all together into something that's new, but it's still familiar at the same time. You know, it's new, it's unique, but there's stuff about it. Like if you love Metallica, there's going to be something in there that you like. If you love Maiden, if you love Queensryche, if you love, even some Anthrax and all these different things that are all good, all the influences you guys have that you kind of weave into Dawn of the Rising, it's all good. And that's what I love about this band.
Appreciate it. I mean,
Thank
one
you,
thing
man.
that we always kept in mind is that we got to make music for the people, and we cannot encage ourselves in a style or no. I mean, we got to play and have variety on what we do.
Right.
We got to please everybody in the crowd. I mean, it's not like just go see a band and all you hear is just an encaged sound. No, we got to try to give everybody a little bit of everything. As musicians, yeah, we all have our influences for sure. Right. I mean, we all love certain bands, certain musicians, the way they play, the way they sound. Yeah, absolutely. But as a band, we got to please a crowd. And that's one thing that we keep in mind always, that when we write a song. And as you saw on the EP, we got heavy songs, and all of a sudden we can go from jing to jang, and we can please you with a power ballad, whatever you want to call it, or a soft song, yeah, whatever. But we go from high to low and back, and that's one thing that we always try to keep in track of when we're doing music as a band.
Well,
but even when you guys do like kind of like a lighter song, but by comparison to maybe a different song, even that lighter song has still got a lot of power to it. I wouldn't call anything you guys do light.
Thank you, man. No, but you're right.
Thank you.
So we need an extra bonus track of your cover of a Juice Newton song, and then we're all in.
No, I could see how sometimes these jokes go too far. I'm starting to see that.
No,
or they're
Did I go too far?
They're
Just a
getting
little.
we have some juicy songs.
Little stale.
Yeah.
Juicy songs.
We got some juice. We got some juice in our songs, But we are going to do a couple covers also on their record, which are going to be tributes, of course, Dawn of the Rising style, that, of our influences, speaking of that. So that's another surprise from the record. And another thing is my son, Justin Kuhn, he plays in the band. You guys know that. But he just got a double neck Gibson SG, and he's going to write a song with 12 strings. So that will be another thing that's going to be added to this album here towards the end, and he's working on the track now. So I haven't even heard that one yet.
Well, I want to
you guys can finally start doing Stairway to Heaven live once the concerts open back up.
I want to make a suggestion for a guest on the record. It's how about this guy?
You have entered the Psycho Circus. Welcome to the show.
I think it would work. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Totally.
So speaking of jokes that have gone too far.
Well, tit for tat, buddy.
That was when Gene did coke. No, just kidding.
That one time.
The one time.
That one night in Las
bad
Vegas.
Mushroom there. Yeah, that was a bad mushroom, all right.
Well, I'm a guitar nerd, so Iggy, what name maybe 3 to 5 of your biggest guitar influences. Who do you love the most?
Oh wow. You're gonna laugh out when I mention them. But one of them, George Lynch, Kirk Hammett, Santana,
cool,
Hendrix, And the last two, let me put them on around there. I guess Beanie Moore and Satriani, I guess.
Cool.
Right on. What an eclectic group of guitar players. You know, it's not like
Yeah,
you pick all the same. You know, each one of those guys are very unique.
yeah. I mean, there's as a musician, there's always something that captures your from each individual guitar player that you see. I mean, it's like you listen to certain things from a certain guitar player and you go like, oh shit, I dig that, I like that, I like what he's doing, how does he do it, and you try to adopt things, and eventually you end up adopting those things into your style, and you keep on growing your personal playing, even though that you learn things from different musicians or different guitar players as myself. I mean, but you keep on incorporating those things into your own style. And at the end of the day, you can deliver something different in each song that you play, even though that you have your own style and that's your signature or whatever on your sound. But you keep on learning stuff and adopting those to your own style, and you keep on growing as an individual, as a musician, with those type of things. I mean, Nuno Betancourt from Extreme, for example, he's an awesome player, and there's things that I see from him, I go like, oh shit, I want to learn and I want to incorporate those things into my style. And I mean, I'm always learning. I'm always watching other players go live and do their stuff, and I go like, wow. Petrucci from the Dream Theater, for example, is another guy that I go like, oh wow, I love his techniques. And you always try to learn new techniques and expand your knowledge and on tricks, styles. I mean, and at the end of the day, I mean, you like I said, you incorporate all those things into your own style, and you keep on growing and expanding your sound, your style as an individual musician. I mean, there's so many things out there, and there's so many people, I mean, doing things that you see so many amazing players, as for example, guitar players out there that you see and you go like, holy cow.
Right.
He's an expert on that technique or that style. Wow.
Heck yeah.
It's an encyclopedia out there, all the badass guitar players that you see doing things and how they incorporate those things. And it's a never-ending learning module.
Yeah. And then same question to Ray about what vocalists. What are your favorite vocalists that influenced you?
Well, I have favorites in like every genre. Obviously, you guys already know Rob Halford's at the top, one of them. Dickinson, definitely. Dio, Jeff Tate, absolutely. Midnight from Crimson Glory.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, but he was a badass. Woo! Tony Arnell, you guys had him on your Rocket Pod. He's one of my favorites, believe it or not.
Amazing.
Jack Russell from Great White.
Yeah.
Don Dokken.
Awesome, boys.
Don Dokken. And as far as modern vocalists,
Chad Kroger.
That band you guys introduced me to, Animal Drive. That singer
Dino.
kicks ass, boy.
Yeah, he's great.
You know who he sounds like to me, and this is just my opinion? Ray Gillen.
He does sound a lot like Ray Gillen.
And he has a video on YouTube. Check it out. He sings one of those songs, and it's like, holy shit.
I've seen that one.
It's money.
I'll tell you one thing from him that's good to watch is it's him and Joel Hoekstra and Mike Portnoy and I can't remember who else doing a cover of Jane by Jefferson Starship. And it fucking sounds amazing.
Oh, wow.
Jane, Jane,
Yeah.
Jane.
And he nails it. Just amazing.
Oh man, he's a great singer, man.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a modern guy, he would be right there up there with and I'm a huge fan too. Some of my favorites are from right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Eric AK from Flotsam and Jetsam. He's definitely a super badass vocalist. I mean, to this day, kicking ass. And Stephen Clifford from Icon, if you guys remember those guys.
Yeah.
Wexler.
He
Great
was
band.
one of my main influences, and Jeff Martin from Surgical Steel, which didn't get to be huge, but he was like they were a Phoenix band that like almost were signed like several times, but just party too hard, probably. I don't know, I'm guessing, but you know what I mean?
Right.
But I love that band so much
Our friend Rick
because
Fox
they were
was in
so
that
good.
band.
Really?
Huh?
I think our friend Rick Fox was in that band for a little
He
while.
was.
Wow.
And Jim Keeler was one of the lead guitar players, a friend of mine, Paul Kasanovich, rest in peace. Jeff Martin was a vocalist. Harley Gibbons was the first vocalist, and he was a badass, but he didn't last to the, when they did the movie and all that. He didn't get into that, but those are some of my big influences right here in Phoenix. And, Sacred Reich's badass too. Not really a vocal band, but they're kick ass. You know what I mean?
Is that
Oh
the
shit,
same,
Racer X. Yeah.
same Jeff Martin from Racer
Jeff
X?
Martin, yeah. And also, you guys know that Jeff Martin played drums in Badlands?
He did on the second
wow.
record. The one that I told Eric Singer he did such a great job on.
Man, how it's hard to get signed as a singer. How do you get signed first as a singer and then a drummer? Holy shit.
Yeah, that
He hit the lotto twice.
that Racer X stuff is fucking amazing. I love that band.
I worked the Surgical Steel reunion in 2007. I have that pass here somewhere. Hang on. And actually, Jeff Martin came back to sing with Surgical Steel and do the reunion the right way. And I was talking to Jeff a little bit, and he's a cool dude, man. But the band was jamming something. He's looking at me. I don't even know what they're doing. And then he ran back out there. He's like, I was like, whatever, dude. It's a reunion. But they kicked ass. It was cool, and that's the last time I saw Paul, except for he came out one time and saw my band, Paul Kasanovich in Surgical Steel. And then he passed away from cancer, I believe.
Gotcha.
God bless him.
So
Steel. I'll check them out.
So but we're gonna
Yeah,
you
they
guys
did
wanna-
that. They did that movie. It was made in Tucson. I'm trying to think of the name. I can't remember. I'll send you the link when I think of it.
Okay.
Okay.
They were in the movie, and that'll give you a better idea.
Right on. I'll check that out.
So we're into the second hour of the show. Do you guys want to hang out for a while we continue with our
Absolutely.
nonsense?
We're
With our
down.
nonsense, yeah.
Nonsense.
Well, let's do an official plug before we move on. Like best place to get you, like website, all that good stuff.
I would say Facebook's our main gig, but we have YouTube channel. Keep watching that because that new video is going to come out soon. We're cooking it up now. I wanted to have it for this show, but a couple things happened. Our drummer pulled his knee and he's recovering. And then also we're trying to come up with the great idea. We haven't finished the storyline, so we don't want to blow our load too early.
Nice. I'm glad.
Nobody wants to
I
do
like
that.
it that you put that much thought into these things. That means something.
Well, when you have done them, you don't want to do the same thing over and over because people are like, okay, whatever, dude. Click,
Right. I hear you. All right, so if you're new to the show, I think we're gonna go on and do the rock and roll show and tell. Does anyone have picks tonight, or does anyone have no picks tonight to show off from their collection? I've got one.
I ain't really got nothing.
Ron, you have anything tonight?
I did.
The Iggy's got one right there. What is that? That's the Slayer autograph.
And
I got Slayer. I got Red Beach. I got Timothy Gaines. I got Zach Wild. Who else is here? Rex.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's it. and the Slayer ticket from Puerto Rico,
All right.
92.
Well, let me do the official like little graphic thing.
And let me see if I can find
So,
Hey, that's
Alright,
dope.
use it.
You got your 2-second debut. That was nice.
Yeah.
Though. I liked it.
How hard did you work on the wheel for Smash or Trash?
I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Not very.
I always forget to do the wheel. I do everything
I'm sorry,
else.
guys. The wheel is still in the shop.
We'll do
get
Smash
that.
or Trash in a little while.
We'll
but
get that back one
yeah.
of these weeks.
Is Dawn of the Rising going to be on the Smash or Trash?
not tonight. I'm not gonna. Well, I'm waiting for the record to come out.
Yeah.
And plus,
Yeah.
we know it'll be a Smash
All right,
anyway.
that's fair.
So that's
we
kind of
smash you guys
anticlimactic
every
right?
time.
Thank
So-
you, man.
Yeah. So here's mine. I just found this on my shelf. This is a Gene Simmons ginger soda.
Oh,
Gene Simmons money bag soda.
Salute.
Yeah. So what I got where I
Cheers,
got this.
guys.
Yeah. Well, I got my beer for that. So, but
Yeah. Yeah.
so what I've
Ron,
got.
where's yours at? Hey, salute.
Wow,
Stewie-
he's
oh
having
I,
a
like, I like the Family Guy Stewie there, right there.
Right.
You can't see it, but it says "Party Naked." So
Right.
you know.
Oh boy.
Oh, cool.
You have a child in a diaper and it says party. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
All right.
If you guys got snow on the ground, I wouldn't do that.
Shouldn't have done
Yeah.
that. Shouldn't have done that.
So
All
there's
right.
a story to this bottle. I got this at the Gene Simmons Vault appearance in Nashville.
Nice.
Because I got in through a friend who's a DJ, and he was like, "I'll get you on his press," and I was like, "Okay, I'll come in," because Vinnie Vincent was going to be there that day. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
"Well, this is at the time that I was kind of trying to get Vinnie to agree to come to Rockin' Pot." Aaron and I had already interviewed him about probably 2-3 weeks before,
And he said, "I'm all in, guys.
said-
I'm all about it. Whatever
Yeah.
it takes, I'm gonna be there. If I gotta cancel this or cancel that, you can count on me. I'm
So-
Vinnie Vincent. I love you, and I'm gonna be there." That's what
Exactly.
he told us.
Yeah.
So like I got this bottle because the bar there had these to give away for free because the guy from Gene Simmons Moneybag Soda was there, and it was like the most awkward thing because I'm standing 5 feet away from Vinny at his merchandise table, and Vinny is like looking nervous as fuck, and he keeps looking over to me like making small talk with me because he knew that I gave a shit. And like I'll be honest, most of the people that were there to get their vault did not give a damn about Vinny at all.
Wow.
They were just kind of ignoring him.
Oh,
And
wow.
and several of them were actually angry because Vinny was charging for autographs. Because they were like, because like Ace Frehley signed everything for everybody for free that when he did it in St. Louis.
I only had $500. That's all
Right.
I had.
And Vinny showed up an hour and a half late, which pissed Gene off. Because like if you watch the video of that, because they got on stage together, and Gene keeps like every 10 minutes Gene's trying to leave so he can go sign the vaults, and everybody's like, well, Gene treated Vinny so poorly. The truth is Vinny was an hour and a half late, and like he should have showed up way earlier to meet with the fans, and Gene's like trying to get these people to get their autographs and stuff because they paid $2,000 for this thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2000.
Yeah, really.
Right.
And then so like I was there as media, quote unquote. I wasn't even really there as media. I was just there to hang out.
Had a little hat with a piece of paper.
Yeah, it said press, and people kept pushing my head. But like, so it's like me, Mike Brunn, and like 3 other people that are standing in front of the stage while Vinny gets left alone up there with an acoustic guitar. And Vinny's like, well, what should I play? And I'm like naming off song after song after. He's like, oh yeah, I remember that song, and he wouldn't play it. And I go, what about this one? Oh yeah, I remember that song, and he wouldn't play it. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And like most people are just ignoring him. It was actually one of the saddest things I've ever seen. But yeah, so
It's his
like,
own damn fault for you. That seems like that would be pretty important. I'd get up early for that. You
would think
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
I would be there 2 hours early and be like, hey, no problem. I just wanted to make sure I'd be here on
Yep.
time, and I wouldn't be a problem in any way.
But yeah, this bottle is like the result of me feeling awkward and like trying to find something to do while Vinny was like trying to make small talk with me. But yeah,
Oh,
that was a strange.
that-
And he kept saying, "I'm going to come to your podcast convention." And like, well, we know how that worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez,
Yeah.
Kristen, why do you have to say that? Gee, thanks.
We
for the
all
visual
are.
there.
We all are.
Sit down. Sit down.
Oh, we are.
Oh, we are. We are. All right. So
All
since
we need.
So since this guy was shilling on the comment section forever about his own damn Pantera podcast, I figure we might as well bring him on. So, hey, Josh Toomey, how's it going?
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh.
Somebody said
Right on.
Pantera, and I just appear. So,
Yeah, it's
How it
like a
works.
trigger word.
right. So what are we doing? We doing rock and roll show and tell? I got some stuff.
Oh,
Captain
you got?
Caveman.
If
If it's Talk Toomey
right on.
merchandise, I'm kicking you off.
just for a nice $20, you can.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How about a picture of young Toomey with Vinnie Paul?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Little baby
Nice.
Toomey there.
Little baby Toomey.
Little baby Toomey. Then we've got the Rex Brown one, huh? Giving me some love, even though he's not too happy with my interviews lately.
Rex Brown, always in a good mood. Never a sullen guy. Just kidding.
I know he's looking pretty smug in this photo.
Yeah.
Just be glad you didn't write his book for him.
No, I mean, all of that book stuff is stemmed. The re-emergence of all that book stuff came from my interview with Mark
I
Eglinton.
know.
So I kind of feel bad for him because now Mark Eglinton came out and said that he's not going to take any more royalties from the book. He's going to donate them because he's so sick and tired of all the negativity around the book.
Wow.
So now I kind of feel this is like the first time I felt bad about an interview, Chris.
Wow.
Wow.
Only the first time?
Yes,
You're doing
because-
better than we are.
Yeah, well,
I just heard that Rex was saying there's no way for a reunion with Zach. I was like, what?
yeah, that's a bit weird too. Like, why is he like so adamant that Zach wouldn't be involved?
Yeah.
I mean, we
Really?
don't.
That's been the name associated with it since everybody's ever talked about it.
Yeah,
That's the way I heard it would only go down. Like, I don't get it.
Well, I mean, without Vinny around now, it's kind of pointless, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
what's the
kinda.
point now?
Yeah.
True.
no, I mean it's been fun though with Phil doing the Pantera sets. I got to see the two of those shows. I mean, it's just fun to see those songs live again. I
Yeah.
would never call it Pantera, but you get
Yeah.
the only thing I don't like about the Illegals is the production. Like they just don't sound very good. But if you got Chris Adler and Zach Wild or John Five or any of those guys up there playing those tunes, it would sound amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Five would
Yeah,
be a
oh, of
decent
course,
choice
yeah.
for that type of thing. If they were going to do
he'd be
Pantera
fun.
songs, he could play all that stuff. I'm sure.
What about Nick Bocott?
Or
Yeah.
Nick
Have
Bocott.
Bocott do it.
He did an awesome medley at the Ride for Dime show we went to.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't think anybody is more scholastically schooled on Dimebag Darrell than Bocott is.
True.
Rob
You gotta-
from Machine Head. I think he would do a great job.
Yeah, but he wouldn't get on stage with Phil to save his life because
No.
him and Phil do not get along.
They hate each other.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Rob almost hung up on me on an interview one time because I brought up Phil.
Dang.
Really?
Rob's a bitch.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but that just I don't know. I don't get Rob Flynn. I really don't.
Yeah, I just saw him. I saw him one time. We were doing Roadrunner stuff for Roadrunner Records, like just promoting and whatnot. So we got a backstage pass to go to that Death Clock thing that was going around, and they were on the bill. And it was cool and all, but he had this killer Dimebag tribute when he did the solo, and he was doing the Dimebag stuff. There was this huge LED that came up from behind the band of Dimebag, the classic with his guitar in the air and his goatee, and I was like, wow, it was pretty dope, man. I was like, it was moving, but I don't know Rob personally.
No, I brought up the fact I think the question that almost he hung up on was would he do a Pantera reunion type thing from the Dime angle, and then I totally just like forgot that him and Phil are just like butting heads all the time now. So he actually was one of the only people that ever recorded his half of his interview and sent it to me. And when he did, he actually went in and edited that part of the interview out of his own audio. So
Oh,
Dang.
yeah, it was
Wow.
nuts, man.
That is
Oh, wow.
crazy.
Wow, there's a backstory we don't know.
Yeah.
He's a weird
Nah.
cat.
How do we get our guests to edit the show for us, damn it?
Yeah, no shit. I wish we could do that.
Thanks for coming on with us, Ron Keel. I'll be sending you the audio. Make sure to make us all sound like $1 million and kick it back over to Chris, and he'll put it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that's one more of my influences too. Is Ron Keel. The Right to Rock, like, inspired me like big time.
So you were the kid with the boombox in the video.
Exactly.
Probably so.
I look just like that dude.
Nice.
Oh man. So Toomey, what's been going on with you lately? How you been doing?
I've been doing well, man. Just cranking out the interviews, doing a lot more video now, and now that we're all locked down and we can't do anything else, I've learned the cameras and got the system set up and up to the internet and all that nonsense. So yeah, it's been fun hanging out with Chris Aiken and the CMS Podcast Network.
Right on.
Dude, they're badass. I like those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, good dudes. Chris is I like Chris Aiken on the IT side of the whole thing because I can just send him the audio and he posts it on all the platforms just because that's what he does. So
yeah, I've listened to them too. They're pretty good. They just keep posting 5-hour long ones, and my phones don't like 5-hour long uploads.
Those guys do marathon shows on Saturday nights.
Yeah, it's like my phone, like when they were separating them and editing the segments, I could listen to it. But now that on podcast 1 or whatever it was, they only upload now 5-hour, their whole show, and my phone won't let me play it, so I haven't been able to listen in a long time. I can hear their older stuff that they post, from their older shows, but recently,
I think what the problem is there is you got to get the CMS Podcast Network feed, and that gives you Classic Metal Show, my show, Aftershocks, and Shockwave Skull Sessions all on one feed.
So. All right, well, had this turn into a damn commercial for your fucking
Hey Ron,
really?
you not Chris and Aaron out of this? I need to talk to these people.
What the fuck, man?
CMSPN.com, $20, free shipping.
All right,
no, but Decibel Geek's in there too.
Damn you! But no, it's all good. It's all good, Chris,
no, it's all networking, like Aaron said. Keeping this shit alive, man. We got to keep it all network.
We're all friends except for me and Neely. I still don't like that guy.
Not a lot of people.
Oh, Neely,
what's the end game?
Yeah, what is the end game?
We still haven't figured it out. We're getting there, though. We're getting closer.
Yeah, going into the 4th year of doing the event. But what's the end game?
Well, what is the end game?
Who would want to come to this? I don't know. People from all over the world, apparently.
Hell yeah. Decibel Geek rules, motherfuckers. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Toomey got me in a very drunk moment after the first Rocket Pod.
Really?
That was funny. Yeah.
Classic Metal Show was on the air. And he was like, "You need to talk to Neely." And I get on the phone and I let Neely have it over the phone. That was pretty funny.
And were they live?
Yeah, they were live.
Yeah, you gave a drunken interview. It was like,
where's
we
the
had a
footage?
Blast. Having a good time. That's the end game.
That segment should be out there somewhere.
There's audio somewhere out there of me calling.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Yeah, I let him.
Yeah, Aaron, take a quick break.
Is it his break time? Is that where he went?
I'll bring it around here a little bit. I got a show and tell. I picked up a really awesome album this week.
Oh.
Okay. I thought you added that artwork back.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's for you, Minkus. But
so yeah, we played them on Smash or Trash last week, and they're listeners of the show too. So if you like our show, we'll play your stuff.
Nice.
We may not like it, but we'll play it.
There you go.
Well, I listened to it and I liked it, so
I liked it too.
So
at least they gotta wear a shirt.
Yeah. There's Minkus right there. He's in the band.
Yep.
I may
right
buy
there
a new
for you, Minkus. I picked it up
and
today.
wear it in the next video.
Awesome album.
Chris, you'll appreciate this. I found this at a flea market the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee Oilers.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I did go to a Tennessee Oilers game the one year they played at Vanderbilt.
Nice.
They played the Bills and they lost.
Oh yeah, I'm a Bills fan, by the way.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry for you.
Hey, we almost did it this year, man. We came close.
Yeah, Chiefs took care of you. Of course, then we got our asses
They
kicked in the
did. They
Super Bowl.
did. Yeah, it was meant for Brady to win, though. You know that.
Yeah, just ask the referees.
Mahomes don't suck that bad. I'm telling you.
He's gonna break all the records. I'm pretty sure.
He. There's no way they played that bad. That was like okay, we're letting Brady win.
No, it was a bad game. I can't defend how they played that game. They played like shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like he threw it, literally.
I don't think they threw it. I just think we were down a third string offensive lineman, and they have a really good defense, and that's really what it boiled down to. I mean,
well, their defense is good, but that's not the same team that played the Bills.
Yeah, it was.
No.
I don't know. That was the same team that the same Bills team that played the Titans on a Tuesday night and got whooped.
Yeah, the Titans won. Yeah, I remember that game. That was close, though.
No, it was not.
And now the audience is going to take a dive because we're talking about football.
They're like, football.
Well, here, let's see what else we got here.
Well, let me bring it around, guys.
All right, what are you going to do to bring it around, Ron?
So, of course, the latest episode of Decibel Geek
Yeah, we already went over that.
is the best first.
Yep.
Where you guys talked about the best debut albums from people.
Yeah.
And it's tuned to 440.
So there was a few that you guys left out. So
all right, what did we forget? There's one of them on your list that somebody else reminded me of.
Ron's going back.
I went with this one.
Ooh, nice.
Oh wow,
it's a good band. I don't really think about them much, but yeah.
I think that the debut album is awesome. Got Running Wild and
good vocals.
It's good. I like it. All right, what else, Ron? Babylon AD.
They're good too.
How about that? Hammer Swings Down.
Yeah.
That was an awesome album.
But didn't they have like 2 records though? I mean, if they had like 2 records, I didn't really
they've put out more than 2.
They did? Okay.
Yeah.
I have to catch up.
They had a cult following too, man. There was a lot of people dig those guys.
Yeah, I still think the first album's the best. And then how about this one?
Oh, love it.
Yeah, but I mean that they only had 1 record with that lineup, so I didn't really even think about them.
Oh, Eric Singer wasn't on the second one?
Yeah, fuck you.
Jeff Martin, no.
All right, I'll give you that one. How about this one though? The debut album here.
Oh wow.
All black and blue. I saw them open with Lita Ford and Yngwie Malmsteen.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that band. So I didn't even consider them.
It was glam.
Well, see, that's why I'm here. And then I seen a comment. Somebody asked about this one, how you guys left this off.
Yeah, that's the one I'm kicking myself over because that's definitely their best record.
The debut album from Boston, man. You can't beat that one.
No, it's #1, isn't it? Like literally.
It should be. I mean, that's
one of the best
debut
albums,
album
I guess. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, even more than
vocally
Appetite
phenomenal.
for Destruction, I'd say it's still the best debut.
Yep.
And here's another great debut. And I checked to make sure they did put out 3 albums, but I still love this debut album. Perfect album from top to finish.
Oh, Brother Kane.
Brother Kane.
That's good. Well, Damon Johnson's going to come up during Smash.
They found Bigfoot.
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yep.
See, I timed that just right.
Yes, you did.
No, that band is awesome. And then here's a maybe.
No, Mighty K, just having a cigarette, taking a piss. That's a little extreme. All right.
Here's a maybe. You guys might argue with me, but for me, the debut album actually is better, I think,
What?
than anything else they put out. But of course, it's close.
Yeah, I
Well,
thought
let's
about that
see.
one. Although I think Psychotic Supper is a better record, but that's why I didn't pick it.
Yeah, I agree.
I love that band though. I love the band.
Oh, amazing band. Yeah, we did Albums Unleashed with Troy Luquette on that record. That was fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, I listened to that. That was good.
I
Oh,
love
thank
the
you.
band. I love just about everything they did, but I still go back to that one.
That's great.
That's my favorite. And then I got actually a few CDs here. We're gonna bring up.
Hey,
Welcome
look
back.
who's back.
Here's
Everything
one.
all right?
I'll take Josh Toomey for the block.
Here's one you guys didn't think of. See what you think.
Was that Baton
Baton
Rouge?
Rouge, yeah.
Oh,
Aaron needs some prune juice.
oh, yes.
It's like I put prune juice in a Jack Daniels bottle and chug it on the show.
So, any love for Baton Rouge?
Ah, okay.
Doctor Walks Like a Woman.
Walks Like a Woman's a good song. I don't know their like catalog enough. I'm
Bad
trying not
Time
to be
coming down.
uneducated about it.
Right. That's kind of like we said about Vane. You know, it was like Vane's first album was really good.
Yeah, no
But
respect.
I don't really know none of the rest of it. And I know they've got plenty of albums out. They're hard to find and I've never heard them.
What's the best Toomey? What's the best debut album of all time?
The best
say-
debut album of all time. I'm trying to think. I mean, like, you got to go with the big ones: Cowboys from Hell, Kill 'Em All.
That's not a debut album.
Cowboys from Hell is technically their debut album.
No, it's not. They had
No,
like
it's
3
not.
albums
No,
before
it's
that.
not.
Metal
That's like their
Magic.
second or
Hey,
third.
they don't call those. They don't claim those first 4 independent releases.
That's their problem.
It's still it still
Everybody
says
talks about-
Pantera on the album.
Oh,
With-
so we're gonna.
with the-
So we're
with the
demo.
weird cartoon
sorry.
cat beast.
There's the
And
real
there's
pick.
spandex,
Nelson.
you know.
So is Kill 'Em All the debut, or is it No Life Till Leather?
That's a demo. That's not a
your-
debut
Yeah,
album.
that's
a
a demo.
They
That's
put
a
out those
demo.
albums themselves.
It's not a full record though. It's a demo.
No Life Till Leather has enough songs to be considered a full album.
Does it really?
It does.
A EP,
How many songs
maybe.
are on No Life to Leather?
But it didn't have 8 songs.
I hit that by accident.
All right, guys. In the vein of Pantera, how about this debut album you didn't
What?
think of?
Oh.
Winger.
Oh. I don't
It's
know.
actually-
I still like the weird
What is
album
that,
they
Winger?
came out with.
Where?
No Life Till Leather has 7 songs.
He's a great musician. He's awesome, you know.
Yeah, regarding the band sounded good. I can't complain. I mean,
Oh,
that's
you've
good.
got effects too.
Yeah, but you got to admit, Winger never did
Yeah.
do anything better than the first album.
Exactly.
Had tons of hits on there. It broke them. So
Back in the day when
I
Ray
guess.
was only
That's a
16,
maybe.
17.
all right. How about this one?
wanna get down on these Harry balls.
Oh wow!
I don't know about that one.
Hail
Any
Yeah,
love there?
me
I think their better
Well-
stuff came out later.
They do good covers.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just showing off his autographs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's the one band that I regret that I met them.
Oh,
Now that's a
Joshua.
debut record
Yeah,
right there.
that's
That was on my
debut.
list.
That's
Yeah.
that one.
That was
The-
on my list.
That I met these guys before I worked for Decibel Geek because I wish I'd have met them afterwards, but then they just blew up after that and don't have a.
Term work very loosely.
They're way too
Who are you talking
famous
about?
now.
You got your W2s from Decibel Geek. I mean, yeah.
I think somebody said earlier we pay him in Jaeger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last two I'm going to get through. Last two, of course, you guys know this shit.
Yeah, hurry up. We got to do Smash or Trash. Choir Boys.
Choir
that's a good one.
Boys. Yeah. Somebody else had mentioned them too. That's another one. I'm not real familiar with all their whole catalog, but
Good band.
that first one's a damn good album.
I have to
Well,
look
that's
that up.
why I
haven't
put
heard
it on the debut album, because they put out a lot of great stuff, but that first album is the best. And then another one.
Who's that?
Thunder.
Thunder.
Yeah, that's a good band too.
I think somebody else brought them up too.
Another one that's put out a lot of great stuff for many years, but in my mind will never top that debut album. That was awesome.
Is that all you
right.
got?
That's all I got.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, Ron. Sorry we let you down.
Thankfully, I got it in.
Cheap Tricks first out.
I
don't
think
know,
their
like In
better
Color
stuff
better.
came later. Cheap Tricks first album, that's like what I said, a maybe.
Under the
'cause-
Blade. No, Love Is for Suckers is the best record.
Come on.
For me,
I like You Can't Kill Rock and Roll, man.
that's great too.
That's probably my favorite.
All right, so
Yeah,
Josh,
me
you want to
too.
hang around for Smash or Trash and do it with us?
No, actually, I'm going to jump off here. And,
All right.
I
Bye.
want no part of this.
no, but I got to go be a dad. So,
All
Right
right.
on.
Take it. Good to see you
All right.
again.
See you,
Yep,
Josh.
you too.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Later, Josh.
Take care, Joshua.
Oh, hey, it's
Damn, can't get
who's
rid of that
He
guy.
looks just like Toomey.
All right. So all right, let's do Smash or Trash, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Okay.
All right.
All right. So no wheel tonight because I forgot it yet again. So
Still in the
no.
shop.
yeah. We're gonna go through all 4 picks. So what does it matter if I have
Big
a
old
wheel?
tires.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
He's too busy working on that Ace Frehley Torpedo Dudes episode.
Does that come out
I
yet?
gotta get my membership to that.
Yeah.
I gotta update my status, yo.
So
Hey,
much.
Don't bother. New episodes don't come out.
Really feeling the love tonight, guys. Fuck yeah. Yeah, exactly, Eric. Fuck the wheel. No wheel.
Fuck the wheel.
All right. All right. So the first act. Some of these names you're going to be familiar with. The first one you probably don't. This is a band called Roof Down from Stockholm.
What is
They
it?
are Roof Down
Roof down.
from Stockholm. They're an
The
alternative rock
the roof,
band.
The roof is on fire.
Johan Stone Silk Sjoberg, Matt Still, Thoby Hermanson, and Stefan
The fuck are you saying?
Westilius are set to release their 4th full-length album, Devil's Machine, worldwide on February 19th through GMR Music. Founded in 2013, Roof Down. I almost said Red Roof. Red Roof Inc.
Okay. Now in English.
That's bad when you're telling me that. All right, so Roof Down.
Yeah, he's from Puerto Rico, and he
Exactly,
still don't
that's
know
my
what the
point.
fuck you're talking about.
Roof Down
Yeah.
have spent the past 7 years pouring themselves into music. You guys don't care about the audio, do you? Really?
Yeah.
All right, so this is a band called
Our
Roof Down.
apologies, though, if the singer's listening. 'Cause
Oh, they're not listening anyway.
we got in trouble with Minkus last week, but hey.
Anyway, so this is Roof Down with a song called Insane. Give it a second.
Is it tube? It needs to look.
Damn, that's some awesome feedback right there.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
They burnt out the amp right before they were both.
Yeah, right there. It
That's
took
some
longer than my
cotton
ex-wife
picking
to
right
warm
there.
up.
Got some cool riffs, but really low. Some off timing right there.
Ray caught that too. That where it changed over is kind of like it didn't really flow smooth. There was something funny about that change.
Yeah, the swing of the rhythm. Yeah, it was kind of. I mean, they keep rocking because they have a good groove going on.
Yeah.
Tighten it up a little. It sounds badass though. You know, like it would be good live. The audio. They should go to like Library Studios and hook it up.
A nice plug there.
Yeah.
The new album is filled with
needs anything from Sweden. You got Arizona.
Yeah, the new album is filled with big, moody tracks that will connect with music listeners with the nostalgia of the grunge era without taking them on I can't even read. Fuck it.
I give it one of these, like upper middle, not trash, but not entirely a smash either. Somewhere upper middle.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
It's a smash beat, according to the Mooger Fooger.
Yeah, they're climbing the staircase, all right, but it was like a grunge type of thing. It still needs a little bit of fine tuning, I guess.
It had a little bit of groove, but they just need to tighten it up a little. That's all.
Yeah.
All right.
Right on.
All right. Let's move on to the next one.
We don't hate it.
No, I didn't really hate it. Not worth hating. I think all 4 songs tonight are pretty decent. So the next one, the new song from,
Chris started drinking like 2 hours before we started recording.
Yeah, I kind of did. So the new song from Damon
look
Johnson.
at me, I'm almost done here.
Wow.
Mine just died.
And all my ice melted.
Damn.
Okay, question. Which one of you guys were supposed to bring a fucking nachos?
Yeah, where's the nachos?
You don't even like nachos.
That was me.
Hey, Ray.
I forgot the nachos.
God,
trash.
Trash, Ray.
All right. Next song is from Damon Johnson and his new band, The Get Ready.
Right on.
This is the guy from Brother Kane.
That's right.
Brother Kane and Black Star Riders. He released the album Battle Lessons today via Double Dragon Records. In addition to streaming on all major digital platforms, fans can purchase a physical copy Battle Lessons CD and vinyl at damonjohnson.com/shop. He did this all through crowdfunding. It's produced by Nick Raskulinix, who's worked with Foo Fighters, Alice in Chains, Evanescence, Rush, Stone Sour, and a bunch of other people.
Oh.
And this song actually was a smash on the classic rock chart for several weeks, climbing to number 13. And this is Damon Johnson and the Get Ready with a song called Battle Lessons.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
It's like Aldenova meets Asia.
Yeah.
It's got that commercial hook and rock, you know, but it kind of sways from like an Aldenova feel to like an Asia kind of feel with the big, you know,
more inclining to the Asia type of thing.
Yeah.
I love
Not
it.
bad though, killer.
Yeah.
Good musicians for sure.
I think it's great. It's got that Thin Lizzy / Black Star Riders sound to it. I could hear that being in Black Star Riders.
Yeah, I like the guitars for sure.
Yeah.
Like
One of the nicest guys we've ever interviewed,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, we interview him outside of like an ice cream shop or something.
It was a Starbucks.
Oh, it's Starbucks.
Nice.
Yeah.
My favorite.
They were playing like smooth jazz over the speakers.
That's cool as hell.
That was,
Yeah, it's like-
it all made it into the show.
Yeah, it's our hippest episode ever.
Hipster episode.
Yeah, but really nice guy. But yeah, I love everything Damon's done.
Up next,
They
we'll have our
sound great.
interview with Damon Johnson.
Yeah,
They sound really good. I mean, the
Yeah.
harmony. I like the vocals.
and our friend
everything
from
to it.
our friend from the Rock and Roll Residency, Jared Pope, is playing drums on that. So
Right
that's
on.
pretty cool. Recorded here in
I was
Nashville.
always, and Ron
Yeah,
brought
it was
it
a
up
good
earlier.
production.
I like I was a big fan of Brother Kane. I really
too.
liked that band when they were around and they were new. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I didn't really follow it. They were just kind of gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then, all these years later, it's like, oh, that's the guy that joined the Thin Lizzy band. And the next thing you know, we're interviewing him, and very cool, man. I like
Yeah.
his stuff, man. That dude rocks.
Yeah,
I saw Black Riders open for Priest this last, tour
Yep.
that they did for the album.
Nice.
Power, whatever.
good band.
Yeah.
And you'll be hearing more about them in a minute here. Actually, the next one is a band you probably don't know. It's a band called the Mercury Riots. It's a new band formed by popular LA bands Warner Drive, the Brave Ones, and the infamous Bullets and Octane. I've never heard of Bullets and Octane.
I have. Bullets and Octane are awesome.
This power trio super band brings a sense of swagger and prowess to the stage. With soaring guitars from Felipe Rodrigo, unique and charismatic vocals from the bassist / frontman Zachary Kibbe, and a rocksteady pulse from Johnny Udell on drums, the Mercury Riots will definitely be a crowd pleaser when they inevitably hit the road. So this is the Mercury Riots with a song called Save Me a Drink.
Ooh. Good title. Dig it.
Midnight sipping at the bar top. I'll have another whiskey or two. Last call, but it's far from over. I'll round up all the crew. Take it back to mine for a drink or two. Save me a drink from the bottle. Save me a drink before it's gone. Making trouble with my friends. Nights that never end, then we do it again.
All right. What do you think of that?
That's rock and roll, man. That's
What
rock
did
and
that thing
roll.
see your cassette tape? What the hell happened?
I don't know.
That was cool, man. I liked it too.
It's rock and roll. That's for sure.
I just feel like I need another beer.
Yeah, it's good. Good jamming. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I dig it. The
I
Mercury.
call
It has
that
that
one.
good rock and roll April wine feeling,
Yeah.
I had good luck this week on receiving decent music. So because
That's
like
cool.
2 weeks ago, go back and watch that one. Oh,
I've
lot
heard
of,
some of them.
That's something like if you're a fan of like 70s rock, you'll be
Yeah,
glad
totally.
to know. You'll be glad
Yeah,
to know that
exactly.
that style of music is still alive, and there's young bands out there still doing it and doing it good.
I would dig it. If I saw them live, I
Exactly.
would get down. I would dig it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an
heard
April
the-
Wine fan. I would love
Yeah.
that.
if you heard the newer band Dirty Honey, they're kind of like that. Similar
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like those guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
Gives
So
you
we
the
got
Woodstock vibe right there.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
got one.
we go ahead.
So, well, no, you go ahead. I'm about to introduce the next song, so go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, speaking of rock and roll, we opened for Y&T and Dave Manchetti still got it, man. He's
Yeah.
Oh, he's
badass.
amazing, dude.
And Tom Kiefer. We opened for them at the Marquee Theater before the pandemic, and he was amazing.
Have you seen the Y&T documentary yet?
Yeah, I own it. It's
It's,
at my
uh,
son's right now, or I'd show and tell that. I watched the whole thing. I have it. I bought it, but it's so hard to get. You have to buy it like from him. Like,
Well, I bought it. You can get it on Amazon but you got to pay for it. And like, but it was like I paid $20 for the thing, but it was worth it because I've watched it like 3 times already.
Yeah, I loved it, every minute of it, and I've been a fan from day one. I saw him open for Motley Crue years ago.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, at Veterans Memorial, and I was a fan ever since. Mean Street, I mean, come on, that's
my God,
a staple. Yeah.
So we had a listener that paid for an episode, and Aaron and I we both were kind of novices to the Y&T catalog, and we both did a deep dive on it to prepare for that show. And it's like, holy shit, this band is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
that
made me into a huge fan.
I've really gotten into that band ever since that episode.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's that band that, you know, when you ask the rock stars that came out of that scene in the 80s that all made it big, they'll all tell, I don't know why Y&T didn't. You know, they were the band that Motley Crue and all those other bands, like, they all looked up to Y&T. You know, why Y&T didn't make it, but all the bands that were influenced by them did.
Even Van Halen loved Y&T. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, they were the kings of LA in the late 70s. You know, like
they were, man. Everybody opened for them before they broke big, you know?
Right. Yeah.
According to that video, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, one thing that blew me away in the documentary that I didn't realize, like, I saw them at a place here a few years ago called Mercy Lounge, and John Nyman was the guitar player, and I didn't realize John Nyman had such a history with that band. Like, he sang backing vocals on stage with them.
Yeah.
And like they did the In Rock We Trust tour, and they had that Rock the Robot character. They had a costume.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize John Nyman was the guy in the costume, and now he's the guitar player for Y&T. It's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you got that documentary. People need to see it because they deserve it.
Oh, it's a great story. I mean, like, just that band deserves so much more than what they got, in my opinion.
Oh, totally.
And they're still great live. I saw them just a few years ago, and I was blown away by them.
Yeah, we were sitting waiting to go up and bring our backline on after their, sound check in the day, and they let us just kick back right there and wait, and we watched them rehearse, and I was like, holy, like your own private concert with Y&T. It's like freaking amazing. No, and we were all sitting there. We were like, we didn't want to take our gear up. We wanted to watch more.
No shit. It was like,
you know what I mean? It's Manketti just kicking the can around the stage, fucking shredding. I was like, holy shit.
Well, that guy's like an amazing guitarist, but also his vocals, like, he still sounds as good now as he did back 30 years ago. It's crazy.
Totally. And the guys he has in the band sing killer harmonies.
Yeah. They were those were one of the best live shows I've seen ever, really. I mean, they were just great.
They'll give the young guns a run for their money, that's for sure.
Yeah. Amazing band. So we got one more Smash or Trash, and I mentioned Damon Johnson being a Black Star Riders earlier. We have a new offering from Ricky Warwick, who is the singer for Black Star Riders. He's got a new solo record out called When Life Was Hard and Fast, and he just released this today. And to celebrate the release of the new album, he's released a lyric video for the closing track, You're My Rock and Roll. And for the process of the recording of the album, he was joined by Robbie Crane on bass, Xavier Muriel on drums, and Keith Nelson from Buck Cherry on guitar.
Right on.
And as well as a number of special guests, including Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, Andy Taylor from Duran Duran, Luke Morley from Thunder, Ron mentioned him earlier, Dizzy Reed of Guns N' Roses, and even Ricky's daughter Pepper. So there's a lot of big personnel on this album. So let's check this out. This is Ricky Warwick with You're My Rock and Roll. It's got a weird phone call thing at the beginning.
Hello.
I have a feeling I'm
Rick,
going to dig this. I like the vocals.
Ray, pick it up. Hello. Ron, pick up.
Hey, man. Hey, bro,
hey.
I just wanted to say, we've come a long way since Jerry Lee. Rock and roll ain't dead. It's just lost in its mystery.
Turn it up.
pretty cool,
I like
man. I
it.
like that.
Yeah,
I dig
totally.
it.
Dig it.
Nice and bare
dig it.
bones, but just good old rock and roll.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of like
straight up.
George Thorogood without the saxophone.
Yeah.
I like that.
And the slide, yeah.
Yeah.
If you've never heard,
Yeah, that was good, man. Fuck yeah.
I like
he had a
that.
band.
Yeah.
He had a
Killer.
band years ago called The Almighty. If you've never checked them out, you would like that if you like that, because it's definitely along the same lines.
I've heard the Almighty. They're good. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's good, man. I like the vocals. I like the little shuffle of the snare. You know how he had it.
Yeah, the tune is totally catchy, all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally
yeah.
smash.
I dig. I
Smash
saw
it.
them.
Yeah.
I saw him with Black Star Riders with Damon in a small club in Nashville. It was a weeknight, and there was maybe 40 of us there. It was not a great turnout, but man, they fucking kicked ass. But I look forward to that. I'm a giant Thin Lizzy fan, so if they do
Yeah,
another
me too.
record, I'll be happy. But yeah, I love Thin Lizzy.
I'm Irish, man. So you got to support all your Irish, artists.
Yeah, great
And that's
stuff.
pretty much Thin Lizzy. So all in.
Definitely, 100%.
Best one of the night, Mighty K says.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, I might
That's the
agree with
winner.
Mighty K on that. I think that might be the best one of the night.
I like the
That's-
cover too.
Yeah,
The cover was cool looking.
pretty cool. All
I
right,
like it.
well
Smash.
we're up to
That's
the,
a 100% smash.
So we got all smashes again this week. That's awesome.
I know I've had good luck 2 weeks in a row getting
Yeah.
songs, and then
Yeah.
next week will probably be a bunch of metalcore and
I was gonna say you gotta
power
find us
metal
some. You gotta
shit.
find us some shitty stuff to laugh at.
We've played some really horrible garbage on this show before, but we've had
Well,
good luck 2 weeks in a row.
Nothing like Corey Haim. Oh my god.
No, Corey Feldman.
What?
Don't speak ill of the
sorry.
dead. Corey Haim's
Oh,
not
yeah.
alive
Yeah,
anymore.
Corey
Feldman,
Feldman.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Greatest thing I ever heard.
Corey Haim released a statement that he has nothing to do with that song. From the grave.
From the grave.
Yeah.
It was so important to let you know. Right
I still
on.
can't believe Aaron actually found a way to put a positive spin on that song.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I tried.
I almost showed
Well, we
myself
had
that night.
What are you doing,
so here's
Ron?
Damon Johnson.
Yep. Pretty cool artwork.
We had Roof Down.
That's Roof Down.
There you
That's
go.
pretty cool artwork too.
See, that's kind of the statement too, about
Yeah.
today's
Yep.
times.
Mercury.
And
Riot.
Mercury Riots.
That one caught me off
I
guard.
dig
was
that.
pretty
That's like a
impressed with
hippie
that.
Yeah,
album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
cool. That
It
was
matches their sound.
cool. And
isn't it?
this guy, all
And
right.
last one, Ricky
I like
Warwick.
that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like something you'd see on a race car. You know what I
They're
mean?
a badass
Yep.
beer coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Right
trip
on.
album,
Above.
badass beer coaster.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this has been another fun one. Another edition of Decibel Geek Friday Night Live. Man, we always have a good time. This week it's been especially awesome because we got Ray and Iggy with us from Dawn of the Rising.
Thanks,
Check
guys.
them out. Check them out on Facebook right now. As soon as this ends, the first thing I want you to do is go to the Dawn of the Rising Facebook page and give it a like and give it a
Yes.
follow. That way you can keep up with everything Dawn of the Rising. When concerts come back, you're going to want to know where these guys are playing. When the new album comes out, you're going to want to know where to get it from. That's the best way to do it. So like them, follow them on Facebook. And you know what? Tell them you heard it right here on Decibel Geek Friday Night Live.
Cheers,
Thank you,
fellas.
guys.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. This has been great.
It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you.
Yeah, and thank you, and it's an honor, and I appreciate you guys 100%, man. You rule, and you'll be the first when the stuff comes out. You're
Can't
gonna be the
wait.
first to get it.
I can't
we
wait.
appreciate
I'm so
it, and
stoked.
thank you for
it.
having us here, man. We really
Come to
appreciate it.
Nashville in
appreciate
August
it.
and we'll toast
Oh,
together,
man.
okay?
Yes.
Looking
Oh,
forward to it.
Rock and Pod, we're going. If we
Yeah,
have
brother.
to take Iggy's car and just stow away and bounce, we will.
Hey, I got a couch. You got a place to
Yeah.
stay.
Let's do it. Fuck yeah.
Here's
me
my
up on the
keys.
way.
I got a hotel room.
It's a date, you know.
Yep.
Awesome.
A lot of fun.
I'll bring the nachos.
All right.
Yeah,
You owe
definitely. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right.
Thanks for
Right.
coming
Thank you,
on.
guys.
We will
See you
see you
next
next
Have a
Friday,
good one,
Friday.
everybody.
guys.
Have a
Guess
good
we'll
one.
geek room.
Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron took off already.